Hello everyone, this is video lecture number 5 on unit 6 of engineering chemistry corrosion science. In this video lecture we are going to study the protection of metal from corrosion by applying different types of metallic coatings on it. So the metal which we have to protect from corrosion would be called as the base metal, and the material which we are going to use to apply a coating on the base metal will be called as the coating metal. Now, before applying any type of coating on the base metal, we always need to clean the base metal. So, if it contains any greasy or oily impurities, then we can clean it by treating it with organic solvents or detergent, or we can also treat it with alkali to remove old paint coatings. If the metal contains some oxide, scale, rust, or corrosion product, then that can be removed by treating the base metal mechanically by using wire brushes, scrapers, or grinders. It can be also removed by flame treatment or by sandblasting. In sandblasting, we remove the oxide scales by treating the metal surface with high pressure sand. The metal is also given a etching treatment for better adhesion of the coating metal. Etching is mostly done by pickling method. Pickling means the metal is immersed in a acidic or alkaline solution so as to clean the surface of the metal and make it smooth. So after the metal is cleaned and prepared, then we can apply metallic coatings on it. So one of the methods for applying metallic coatings on the base metal is hot dipping. Hot dipping is used for producing a coating of low melting metals such as zinc or tin, lead on metals like steels, copper, brass, etc. The process consists of immersing the base metal in a bath of molten coating metal covered by a molten flux layer. The flux prevents the oxidation of molten coating metal. For good adhesion, base metal should be clean and well prepared. So hot dipping is again of two types. The first type is galvanizing, which is also called as anodic coating. When we apply a coating of a metal which is higher placed in galvanic series than the base metal, then such type of coating is called as anodic coating, because the coating is anodic and the base metal will act as a cathode when they come in contact with a conducting medium. So coating of zinc on iron or steel is called as galvanizing, and it is an example of anodic coating. The steel article is first cleaned well by treating it with H2SO4, washed well with water and dried. It is then dipped in a molten bath of zinc, which is maintained at 425 to 450 degrees Celsius. The surface of the bath is then covered with flux, which is ammonium chloride, and after taking it out, the article is rolled to make coating of uniform thickness and to remove any excess of zinc. Then it is cooled slowly. So let us look at the process. This is the process of galvanizing. Cleaned iron sheet wire, it is passed through a roller into a molten bath of zinc. Before going into a molten bath of zinc, it passes through flux because it cleans the metal surface for better adhesion. Then it goes into the flux, into the molten zinc bath. After that, it again passes through a flux layer because flux prevents the oxidation of the coating metal, and then it is passed through a pair of rollers to remove excess of zinc. So this is the process of galvanizing. Applications of galvanizing: it is used widely for protection of iron. Various galvanized iron articles are in use, like galvanized iron sheet, wires, pipes, buckets, tubes, screws, nails, etc. Galvanized iron vessels cannot be used for storing food, as there is a formation of poisonous product by action of food on zinc. And zinc on iron is a type of anodic coating because zinc is placed higher in the galvanic series as compared to iron. So when these two metals will come in contact with a conducting medium, zinc will act as an anode and iron will act as a cathode. So corrosion will occur on the coating metal and the base metal will get prevented. Even if we have coated a iron article with zinc, and if that coating gets ruptured somewhere and the base metal gets exposed to the conducting medium, Then also zinc will only undergo corrosion because zinc is more active as compared to the iron. So it will still protect the base metal. So it is more preferred. Another type of hot dipping is tinning. So coating of tin on iron or steel is called as tinning. Galvanizing is coating of zinc on iron. Tinning is coating of tin on steel or iron. Again we have to first clean the article. So the clean steel article passes through a molten tin bath maintained at about 240 degrees Celsius. Here the flux which we can use is either ammonium chloride or zinc chloride, and then it also passes through palm oil. Palm oil protects the hot tin coated surface against corrosion. The rollers again finally remove the excess of tin and makes uniform coating. So tin is an example of cathodic coating and it has greater corrosion resistance and better glaze. Now tin is lower in position in galvanic series as compared to iron or steel. So tin is cathodic in nature and iron or steel would be anodic in nature. That means when we coat a steel article with tin and if they come in contact with a conducting medium, then tin will act as a cathode and steel will act as an anode. But since the coating is there, so tin will protect the steel from corrosion. But again, if the film of tin which we have applied on steel gets ruptured, then steel will also come in contact with the conducting medium. In that case, the base metal will undergo corrosion acting as an anode and the coating metal will act as a cathode. So this is less preferred as compared to galvanizing, because galvanizing is an example of anodic coating and tinning is an example of cathodic coating. Applications of tinning. Tin containers can be used for storing food, ghee, oil, pickles, medicines because it has higher corrosion resistance and it does not form poisonous product after action by food. Galvanized iron articles cannot be used to store food because it forms poisonous product after action with food acids, while tin articles can be used for storing food. Copper wires before insulation by rubber are tinned to avoid attack of sulfur on rubber. Tinned copper or brass vessels or sheets are used for cooking utensils and refrigeration equipments. Let us look at the difference between anodic coating and cathodic coating. Anodic coating means when we coat zinc on iron and cathodic coating means when we coat tin on steel. So coating metal is higher placed in galvanic series than the base metal, while in cathodic coating, coating metal is lower placed in galvanic series than the base metal. Anodic coating, even after the coating gets ruptured, the base metal does not get corroded because coating metal is more anodic, so it will undergo corrosion. But in cathodic coating, after the coating is ruptured, the base metal does get corroded. It causes the intense local attack on the exposed part, resulting in pitting or cracking. So when corrosion is localized, then it is called as pitting corrosion. Anodic coatings are more preferred, cathodic coatings are less preferred. Anodic coating is preferred because even if the coating gets ruptured, the base metal is still protected. But if cathodic coating gets ruptured, then the base metal undergoes corrosion. In anodic coating, it is carried out by galvanization process and cathodic coating is carried out by tinning process. So example of anodic coating is coating of zinc, aluminium, chromium on steel, and cathodic coating is coating of tin on steel, silver, gold on brass. We'll stop here for this lecture. Thank you.